went over the video yesterday, 4 boxes that needed to be checked off for the bears to have confidence and complete control, and they went 0 for 4. No break of oil daily high or low support, VIX rejected from downtrend resistance line, no bear volume, no major sectors dropping at the same time. SPY is on the verge of all-time highs. The healthcare sector is on the verge of all-time highs. QQQ is looking back at all-time highs. And bears woke up today very disappointed to the higher open. And it's just more of the same old, same old. And after seeing today, I didn't swing any bearish positions last night. My only exposure was bullish, but I am making a very clear if-then statement. The only way that I am going to swing bearish positions in this market like this will be massive news where we say that's massive news and clearly we're going to dump for days because of it, or a confirmed daily downtrend. So it's a very simple if-then statement for me. If we do not have a daily confirmed downtrend on SPY, then I am not swinging any bearish positions. Keeping it simple. So, daily high or low on SPY is now 332.01. The all-time high not factoring in for the dividend adjustment is 339.08. If we were factoring in for the dividend, we are already in blue sky breakout. Bulls in control. IWM. I gotta load all these charts. We'll be right back. We're back. IWM daily inside bar. If it breaks bearish, we look for a daily higher low to form compared to 144.67. If it breaks bullish, we are looking back at limited resistance towards 170.56. And then the all-time high is in the 173s. Still a ways off from that all-time high, about 10% plus. We're at a bit of a standstill here because the financial sector pulled back today. Healthcare sector was up a little bit. That's giving us pretty much not a whole lot of action on IWM. IWM moves the most when both of those sectors are going in the same direction. QQQ daily high or low has been set at 264.63. We're looking back at the all-time high of 274.98. We would have to fail to break that level and then break 264.63 to lose the daily uptrend. As of right now, bulls maintaining complete control, and we are looking at a nice uptrend support line. Could it be a rising wedge? Sure. More of a channel than a wedge. It's a nice channel. So, we didn't even change the hourly trend. We just went straight from the low of yesterday and then up all morning. A little bit of hourly consolidation into the end of the day. That makes it a little bit harder for bulls to make an entry. It's easier to make an entry, if we had seen a bull move rejected from hourly resistance of 270.44, pulled back for an hourly high or low, make an entry on consolidation, put your stop under 264.63, change the hourly trend, set the daily high or low, and get follow through. That's when risk and reward is a lot more favorable. To just open and then run is a lot harder to make an entry. XLF opened higher than yesterday, but daily consolidation is underway. There's a gap at 25.11 that filled, and we're looking for a daily higher low, anything above 23.87. Again, I am still in my half swing bullish position from the 24.60s, and I will move my stop loss up on it. And at this point, my break even on that trade, because I took half profit, is under 24. So I'm going to move my stop loss up. Once we set a daily higher low, I'll move it up under that level. We are watching for daily higher lows on XLF and our laggard sectors tomorrow and Friday. Need an hourly trend change for those bulls. XLV, all about 107.53. We failed to break the all-time high today by 4 pennies. If XLV starts a breakout here after sideways consolidation for 2 weeks, it is best case scenario for the S&P 500, because that would mean the tech sector bulls carried the momentum for the S&P 500 for a long time. We then saw consolidation and XLF bulls break out, and now we're seeing XLF consolidation. Is it XLV's turn to break out? That would be best case scenario of musical chairs, sector strength breaking out. Biotech sector. Weakness yesterday, held 107.69 today. If we break 110.22, the high of today, tomorrow, that will be a daily higher low, but due to the size of the pullback, I would then be looking for a daily lower high compared to 115.54 from there. So bulls are hoping for some follow through because it would give us a tightening daily range. most likely. SMH, daily higher low set just like QQQ, 166.74. New all-time high, just missed today, just like XLV, couple pennies away. Have to get over 173.09. That would put us back in blue sky breakout as one of our stronger sectors. This sector does not have nearly as much weight in the S&P 500, but it is definitely a lead bull sector, AMD, NVDA, etc. The VIX is still rejecting from resistance. Hard rejection yesterday, but we are still absolutely watching this channel. Could still absolutely stay in this channel for another week or two. I would be shocked if we were to see a clear bear break. I'm pretty much looking for a bull break. It's just a matter of when. But I'm not sitting here trying to play it every day, and I probably won't even trade it. Just keeping an eye out for it to potentially influence stock trades that I take. Gold. So gold started its bounce, but we knew to just be looking for a 4-hour lower high this morning on the bounce. We rejected from 12-period exponential resistance. I cannot tell you how many times I have been using the 12-period exponential moving average on every time frame for the last 2 years of trading, and it has been so great. I'll go over a Tesla trade today, and that came into play as well. But our 4-hour lower high has been set. Gold bulls now have to hold 1862 and break 14, make that 1950 to change the 4-hour trend. If the bulls can pull that off, we zoom out and look for a daily lower high under the all-time high of 2075. Many rejections here. Nice top fishing levels. 1949.50, 48, 48, 49, 49, and then we rolled over for the bears. Tons of rejections from 1950. XAGUSD, same thing. We're watching for the 4-hour lower high to be set. We're then looking for a higher low compared to 2344. And we have to change the 4-hour trend for this daily bounce to get follow through. If we do, we look for the daily lower high. Miners closed very weak. There was a nice top fishing play on miners today. We had low of yesterday. High of yesterday was 40.75. The high of today was 40.51. Rejecting from resistance. Bears took over into the end of the day. And we have to see a 4-hour trend change in the metals for these miners to get a daily bounce. Closes at the low of the day 3 days in a row. Support is 38.89 and then 38.34. And if the bulls cannot break 40.51 and 40.75, their bounce is going nowhere. Oil. Bears had to follow through and confirm a daily downtrend, and they didn't even come close. 41.06 support easily holding, and we're looking back at the high, 2 resistance levels here, 42.94 and 43.52. Natural gas, trying to stay a daily bull flag as long as this daily 12-period exponential holds. That's our visual guide, and it will still favor continuation as long as that holds. Bulls need a 4-hour trend change back in their favor here as well, and that's going to take a bit to develop. But if we look at this on the 4-hour chart, what kind of pattern do we have here? A bit like a falling wedge. Let's see what it's like on the hourly. Let's redraw it on the hourly where we have a bit more detail. And we would already be breaking bullish out of that. That was a good one. So now the bulls want to backtest that previous resistance as support and then see continuation on this bounce. So bulls is the word. Made a nice Tesla trade today, and I'm very proud of this trade because I let it run. And as a day trader, it's been working for me to lock in profit quickly, but there are times where I wish I left a runner, and today I did that. The entry was based off of pre-market low. We were watching high of the after-hours reaction for the stock split news. Low of the pullback, 1436. Lower high pre-market, 1477. And then the low of the day, 1435. I was live streaming. We dropped down. I said, okay, well, the only support nearby is 1436. There's nothing else close. We're at 1440 right now. I can make an entry and risk a quarter to a third of a day loser, which is nothing, to try and nail that playoff support. So I entered at 1440. I put my stop at 1432.99. Didn't get stopped out by just over $2. Exited half of the position in the upper 1440s to then be break even and coasting. And then I held it. I ended up taking profit in the 1490s, 1493, because I started feeling a little bit euphoric. And I said, all right, well, if I'm feeling euphoric and we haven't set a 5-minute higher low since 1435, I'm going to exit here. Put a bid in, re-entered $10 cheaper, and I let it ride from there. And I'm still in it because I have so much cushion profitably. I'm going to give these bulls a chance. This is the tight range breaking bullish. Shorts are trapped. We looked like we were just about to fall off a cliff because after 1366, there's no support nearby. And then the bulls put out their news. In my opinion, Mr. Musk knows how to trap shorts, and he's done it again. And we broke all these resistance levels, and we are in an area with a lack of resistance. 1585, 16, and 1689 are the next levels we're watching. Healthy hourly higher low into the end of the day trying to form. Why did I let a runner go? Number one, I had zero risk on the trade. Worst case scenario, I have a small win and get stopped out on a new low of the day. Number two, I was anticipating QQQ was likely going to set a daily higher low today, and I know Tesla generally correlates with QQQ, so if that were going to be the case, that would only help the Tesla bulls. And there was one more reason, and that reason was, why did I let it run? I forget. I typed it in the chat room, but I forget at the moment. I did make one more entry off of the 12 period 5-minute exponential support. Look at this guide. Higher low right off it. 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 You get the idea. So into the end of the day here, I'm still in my half position. Very comfortably profitable. I see a straight pullback of multiple percent right to that level. I know we're looking for a 5-minute higher low. I know it has held its support 5 times already today. So I made an entry off of it. Entered right when 1560 broke. So my fill was maybe in the 1559s, and I sold it $10 higher. So that's just a scalp to lower my break even on my core position. Look at the 15-minute time frame. And we ended up, we held it. We dipped fairly far below it, but again, just the visual guide of these exponential moving averages, which I adopted from cryptocurrency scalp trading in 2017 and 2018 and brought it over to stocks, has been a game changer for me personally. So just play around with it and see if it helps you. I use it for targets often, which is again why I was talking about oil and saying I'm keeping an eye out for a potential bearish entry if I see daily weakness at monthly EMA 12 resistance. So that's where we stand. May not do a video tomorrow, going on a bit of an adventure. We'll see, might have time. If not, I'll see you all next week. Hope you're well, do good things. Have a fantastic forever. Some purple jalapenos. And I'm not sure what anything else is. These are sweet. And they're good either green or red. The compost pile is turned into a giant tomato patch, and that's probably going to be the case every year, as a bunch of these tomatoes are going to drop and wait for next year.